Welcome to Scone Baking Beyond. Hi, I'm Kathy, and I enjoy making scones, muffins, cookies, and all sorts of delicious baked goodies. Since I was a little girl, I've always had a caramel apple at the Washington State Fair, which inspired me to create my salted caramel apple oatmeal cookies. So, let's bake. The first thing we want to do is cream together 3/4 of a cup of butter, and this is room temperature butter. And I add 1/4 cup of non-fat plain yogurt. There we go. And 1 cup of brown sugar. And 3/4 of a cup of superfine sugar. Now I use superfine sugar. It's also known as caster sugar, and I use superfine sugar because I like the texture that it gives the cookie. With regular sugar, it's a little more gritty of a texture, but superfine, it's a nice softer texture. But you could just put in just regular sugar if you'd like, and it would still be 3/4 of a cup. So we're gonna put this in our mixer here and get our mixer started, and we're gonna mix this together and beat it together until it's nice, light, and fluffy. Okay, it's nice and light and fluffy now, so it's time to add 2 eggs and 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're going to mix these together until completely combined. So now in a small bowl, I'm going to combine 1½ cups of flour, 1/2 cup of whole wheat pastry flour. And I like adding whole wheat pastry flour into my baked goods. I like the nutritional value of whole wheat flour and the little bit of nuttiness it has. And to this, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of flax meal, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We'll get this all combined together, and then we'll add it slowly with our butter, sugar, egg mixture. So we're going to put our mixer on low speed and slowly add this in. If we add it in too quickly, we'll have flour everywhere. And we're going to mix this until it's totally combined. Now that it's totally combined, it's time to add 3 cups of rolled oats. In a small bowl, we're going to combine 1 cup of chopped dried apples, and these you can find in the raisin section of your grocery store. To that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, which I've toasted, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. We're going to mix this until it's combined together, and all those apple pieces get cinnamon on them. Okay, now we're going to add this to our oat mixture. We will mix this until it's combined. And we're going to scrape down the sides, and actually I'm going to take that beater out, and this is when I start mixing by hand. So I'm going to mix this up by hand so that it's totally combined. And I have all the wonderful apples and pecans spread throughout the entire dough. There we go. It's all mixed up. So now we'll put our mixer off to the side and get our baking pans. So now I'm going to put the cookie dough on our baking sheets. And I do line the baking sheets with parchment paper. And I'm putting on about 2 tablespoons of cookie dough, and they're about 2 inches apart. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm going to put these in for 8 to 11 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and the cookies are finished. So now the first thing I want to do is get these cookies off this baking sheet because I don't want the bottoms to cook any more than they already have. So I'm going to slide the cookies with the parchment paper right off the baking sheet. And I'm going to let these cool for about 5 minutes, and then it's time to put on that salted caramel sauce. Now that our cookies have cooled for 5 minutes, it's time to add the salted caramel sauce. I made a video demonstration showing you how easy this salted caramel sauce is to make. So now it's time to drizzle our cookies. So we're just going to drizzle our cookies here. And the last one. There we go. Oh, don't those look wonderful? We're going to let these finish cooling, and then we get to try one. Now that our cookies have completely cooled, it's time to try one. So here's our cookie. Just break it open. Oh, that salted caramel sauce on top, the apples. They're nice and soft and chewy. You can taste the pecans in there. The apples, oh, and that salted caramel sauce on top is just the most delicious addition to these cookies. If you want the complete recipe, please go to my website, sconebaking.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for future videos. Thank you for watching. I have to have more of this.